Welcome back. It's another edition of our season in review segments, and joining us is number 72, Peter Crinella. Peter, hope everything's going well. How are you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing well. The weather's not too nice out in Massachusetts, but it's not too bad, so it's doing well.
Is it raining out there? What's going on?
It's ever since I got home, it's been raining. It's bad for it, but make the most of it.
Well, that's not good to hear. You can't get on the golf course then.
No, I haven't played once yet. Stinks.
Well, we're visiting with each of you guys and kind of learning about how the season went. Just fill us in on what it was like for you to come back for your second year.
Obviously, it was a great season. We had a great run, had an awesome team. Nearly for the entire season, we were in first place. So it was awesome. It was being a second year guy. It was pretty cool to see that progression from year one. We had a core group of guys that stuck around. Then we added some awesome players, and the whole dynamic of the team kind of changed with that. So it was really nice. Last year was a pretty cool experience. I obviously haven't been in the playoffs in a bit, and just to experience that with the fans, and then the rivalry of playing Fort Wayne, it was pretty cool.
Now, in terms of your development, how do you think you progress from year one to year two?
I thought I did pretty good. We had a good team, like I said, and so did all the other teams. Obviously, there was only, I think, 14 teams playing, so the league was very dense, with a lot of great players. So it's pretty hard to crack the lineup and get going. And so I thought I had a pretty good year. It was good.
Peter Crinella joining us. What was it like playing during the COVID era, as it were? I mean, it had to have been a lot different for you as you guys went through some of the changes that were made to try and make it safe for the players and the fans.
It was a lot different. Obviously, we used a mask and we followed other restrictions and did all the guidelines, so that was good. But once you get in the locker room, it's not that much different than anybody else. You still sit and talk to the guys, and even if you have masks on, we had masks during the beginning of the year, and then the vaccine rolled out, which was awesome. But playing with that was tough. Obviously, at the beginning when there was restricted fans, playing in dead arenas and doing all that stuff felt like more like back when you were playing junior hockey and even squirt and midget minor and all that different stuff. It just felt like you just got out there to play. And as the season went on, when we got fans, it just made the feeling of fans being there so much better. So it was nice. You get the good with the bad. Obviously, during the beginning of the year, it stunk, but towards the end, it was perfect.
No, I had asked another one of your teammates in regards to the fans and the playoffs not being able to play at Intrust Bank Arena, but it was a completely different situation with the scene at the Wichita Ice Center. What was that like with the fans right on top of you? They were really loud during that 2-game set.
Oh, it was unreal. I mean, having that, it felt like it was just like a small rink. Obviously, it felt just like they were right on top of you, and you could really hear them. Like you could hear the players talk. So it was way more, I would say, like intimate. I'd say. So it was really cool to see, and you just fed off that energy. So it brought, like, obviously, playoff hockey is way different than the regular season. But you add the fans that are right on top of you that are rowdy, and we have a great fan club at our for Wichita. So it was really cool. And especially going to Fort Wayne too was awesome.
Now, in terms of your development and moving into, possibly your third season, have you had conversations with coach on where you think you need to be and what you need to work on for this coming summer?
Yeah, I mean, we had a great exit meeting, and coach always tells me to just kind of work on all aspects of my game, just the offensive, defensive zone, and then also particularly for me, it's my skating and just getting faster. Each year you want to progress. You never want to get worse. So as a third year pro heading in after college, I'm still pretty young. So just got to sharpen up those skills and just get better than last year.
Now, what are you planning on doing this summer besides hockey? Are you working?
Yeah. So I train with a great group of guys out here. Couple NHL guys and I grew up with that ended up being really good players. So we have a really great group of guys that I train with. So that's awesome. And we have our own personal trainer in Jim Baloney. And and Coach Tab. So those guys get me ready for the season. But after that, I usually go in. My brother works at a wealth management firm. So that's kind of where I flex my brain muscles a little bit in the afternoons, and I help up with that.
Is that something that you can see as a,
Obviously,
what's that?
obviously I'm calling from work right now too.
Oh, okay. So is that like a future career, do you think, for you?
Yes, I think I'll go into that after hockey. It's been pretty cool at just getting my licensing done. Obviously, you have to get your like Series 7, your SIE done, your Series 63, and all your life insurance stuff done. So during this time, while I had a lot of downtime in the summer, and especially during COVID last year, I was able to pass all those like necessary exams to be a wealth management advisor. So it was cool to do that. Obviously, we couldn't train for 9 months out of the year. You had to do something else and make a little income too as well. So I could see myself doing that after hockey, and it's nice to keep sharp during the year too.
Sounds good. Hey, hopefully we can see you back in a Thunder uniform. Until then, enjoy the rest of your summer, okay?
Thank you very much. It was great talking to you.
That's Peter Crinella, our season in review. We'll talk to you again next time.